Hi, this is Steve Rupp with the Zula Group at Keller Williams Realty in Carmel, Indiana. Today we wanted to talk about relocation tips. Are you thinking about, or is your company thinking about relocating you to a different city? Maybe it is within the same state, or maybe it's from the other side of the country. Here are some tips that might help you as you start to think about your new city and your move. First of all, number one, make sure that you ask your company if you have any relocation benefits. These can mean big money if you have them. Generally speaking, the larger the company and the higher up you are at that company, the more likely you are to have relocation benefits. It's important to note that not all companies have them. In fact, most companies are not big enough to be able to offer them, but if you're one of the fortunate ones and have relocation benefits, make sure you talk to your HR contact and ask for a relocation packet, which is going to give you the details of your relocation benefits and what the company will and will not pay for. Some examples of some really nice perks that I've had clients in the past get are the company buys their house that they're currently living in, so they don't have to worry about that. They've paid for their entire moving expenses, which includes a free packing service, pays for house hunting trips to the location 2 different times, which includes food, and it includes a hotel, and it includes any other ancillary expenses that they have. As you can see, these can mean some big bucks for you if you're lucky enough to receive them. Let's move on to the next tip. Use a local real estate expert. So this is something that I want to be very clear about. If you have, or if you have a real estate agent that you really want to work with in a certain area, or let's say a friend or a colleague has a real estate agent that you really want to work with in that area, make sure that you let your relocation department know if you are using relocation benefits, that agent. 9 times out of 10, even if they aren't on the preferred agent list, they can still help you, especially if they have relocation experience. So if you have that agent that you really want to work with, make sure that you inform the people who are facilitating your move that you want to work with them, and they'll take care of all the details from there. If not, make sure that you get a really good local expert in that area to help you. If you need some help, I have access to agents all over the country that I can vet for you, and they are the top 5% of real estate agents, and I can make sure that you're being connected with an outstanding agent who is going to make sure that they take care of all of your needs. Make sure you hit me up and let me know if you would like to have a conversation about that, so we can make sure we're interviewing an agent who is going to meet your exact specifications and needs. I'll give you my contact information later on in this video, but your local market expert is going to be your conduit for the entire move, so you want to make sure you make a good decision there. Let's move on to the next one, your timeline and market conditions. This is crucial. You need to know by when you need to be in your new city. This may mean getting some short-term housing. This may mean doing a short-term rental. This may mean getting into your house immediately and figure out a way to do that. You might be in a really tight time crunch, or you might have some more lead time, and you might want to use that to your advantage and make a couple of different house hunting trips to the city in which you're visiting to make sure that you're making a good decision. So think about your timeline, and also that local real estate expert is going to be able to tell you what their market conditions are and how that's going to impact your ability to buy your next home in their city, your new city, because those market conditions might very well be different from the ones that you're leaving in your current city. So make sure you pay attention to that, because that's going to be very important as far as what you're able to get and when you come to your new city. Let's look at the next one. Sell first. So do you have to do that? In this super tight real estate market, the answer in most cases, if you want to get a house, is yes. So if you have a house that you have to sell, if you have relocation benefits, your company may buy your house for you if it hasn't sold in a certain amount of time. Because this market is so hot, my guess is that you probably won't have too much of a hard time selling your house. So just make sure you talk through that with your local real estate agent and the agent to the city in which you're moving, so that they can communicate and time that move perfectly, so you don't have any surprises when it comes to moving from one area to the next area. So very important. Most sellers now will not accept offers if you write it with a home to sell contingency. So just keep that in mind as you're adjusting your timeline. Let's look at the last point, which is area tour and schools. So have your real estate agent, hopefully your agent is familiar with the local area. You don't want someone who sells anything, anywhere, everywhere. You want someone who specializes in a certain area, who knows that area, who's involved in that area, who maybe has kids in the schools or had kids in the schools, is involved in maybe the Chamber of Commerce or a service organization, or active in the community and maybe community government or what have you, lives in the area. You want to know what that area is really like. And a local real estate expert is going to be able to do just that. So going on a home tour, have them take you through the different parts of that area in which you're focused, or maybe you haven't even gotten to that point yet and you're like, Steve, I'm moving to Indy, which area do I want to live in? We can help based on your criteria and your needs. We can help narrow that down. Maybe tell you want to look at the north side or the south side or downtown or whatever, really depending upon what you're looking for and what resources you need. So that is absolutely crucial. The other thing I would say is if you happen to have any kiddos that you're moving with you, touring the local schools is crucial. And most schools are very receptive to giving tours of their schools and their buildings and maybe talking to a teacher or a principal prior to moving here. So you can get a feel of, is this a right fit for my kiddos? If your kiddos have special needs, this is even more important to make sure that school has the programs to support the needs that your kiddos have. So make sure that you do go on a school tour so that, and you know what your options are. Do you want parochial? Do you want public? Do you want private? Does it matter? Some areas have some great options for you, so make sure you explore all of them so you can make an informed decision. Again, your local real estate professional will be able to help you with all of those decisions so you can make sure that you're making a great one at the end of the day. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you taking your time. We hope it's been helpful to you. My name is Steve Rupp with the Zula Group at Keller Williams Realty in Carmel. If you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with people you care about so we can help other people as well. Make it a great day.